It took me 6 weeks to paint Bob's Burgers into The Last Supper, but the original sold in less than 6 hours and the prints are almost sold out. I bought this copy of The Last Supper for $8 at a thrift store. I took it home and used my acrylic paints to completely transform this painting. What if The Last Supper happened inside of Bob's Burgers restaurant? I transformed the table from The Last Supper into the bar from Bob's Burgers. I painted dozens of iconic items from the show tucked away behind the bar. The Coochie Copy was the most popular suggestion from the fans, but Gail's butt paintings were highly requested too. Then I decided to completely repaint all of the characters to honor the way Leonardo da Vinci depicted the Last Supper. I went back and studied early replicas that were painted of Leonardo's mural The Last Supper on canvas by his students so that I could see every little detail that da Vinci painted. This way I could properly reimagine this entire scene into the Bob's Burgers universe. Only the die-hard Last Supper fans will be able to appreciate the amount of detail that I tried to capture from Leonardo's original painting. Even the items from Bob's Burgers that I added in were chosen carefully in order to honor the symbolism and the meaning behind the Last Supper. A lot of people got offended by this piece because the Last Supper is a religious painting, and I get that, but I really meant no disrespect with this painting. I'm just a huge art buff and a huge Bob's Burgers fan, and I love to mash up different things from pop culture and create what I hope to be new iconic pieces of artwork that tell stories about human life. Bob is kneeling down praying next to the burger of the day board. The Kale Mary burger comes with kale, pays the rent, $4,000. See, in my painting, Bob's behind on the rent, which is a common theme in almost every episode of Bob's Burgers. But there's something different about this scene. Louise's bunny ears are hanging framed on the back wall. We've drifted into the future and the kids have grown up and moved out. The calendar on the wall shows that it's April 6, 2033. Not only is this a reference to the theory that the Last Supper actually happened on April 6, 33 AD, but it also shows that Bob's about to be exactly 1 week late on March's rent. The eviction notice is right next to March's envelope. On the shelf below is a love you dad note from the family that Bob is using to keep himself motivated. The kids literally grew up here. This is more than a restaurant to Bob. It's his connection to the past. Losing the house and the restaurant would be like losing 1,000 memories. Looks like Bob's been asking for help for a while now. But look at the pin on his apron. Someone's about to be a grandpa. That's real life right there. Stuck bearing your cross somewhere between the ups and downs awaiting crucifixion. See, this painting was never about the Last Supper or about Bob's Burgers. This painting is about family, about sacrifice, and having faith even when you have reason not to. A reminder that nothing lasts forever and to enjoy the little things in life. Sometimes it feels like everything's gonna fall apart, but you never know when your next blessing's gonna walk in. I titled this painting Saving Grace. Only 200 signed and numbered prints will ever be sold. Here's a before and after. It's okay if you can't afford a print. Likes and shares are just as valuable.